The fighting has intensified in recent weeks, spreading into other parts of the country, and Eritrean troops are advancing with Ethiopian troops on several fronts. The conflict has forced hundreds of thousands of Ethiopians to flee their homes, many for a second or third time. We hear reports of an escalation in airstrikes in Tigray employing explosive weapons. There are indiscriminate attacks that are killing more innocent people and damaging infrastructure. Ethiopia's population finds itself mired once again in intractable, deadly consequences of a war affecting the stability of Ethiopia and the Horn of Africa. Both the AU chairperson and the UN Secretary General have recently expressed concern over the deteriorating situation. Our report that we presented initially to the Council and yesterday to the Third Committee, Human Rights Council, and yesterday to the Third Committee, paints a very grim picture. In particular, we find reasonable grounds to believe that most of the risk factors contained in the UN's 2014 Framework of Analysis for Atrocity Crimes are present in Ethiopia today. These include dissemination of hate speech and horrific and dehumanizing acts of violence. And found that the widespread denial and obstruction of access to food, medicine, and basic services amounted to a crime against humanity, as well as the war crime of using starvation as a method of warfare. And we also received information that the Tigrayan forces had looted or otherwise misappropriated funds. Secondly, we found rape and crimes of sexual violence had been perpetrated on a staggering scale since the conflict began, with Eritrean, Ethiopian, and Tigrayan forces all committing acts of violence and brutality, with devastating long-term effects on women and girls.
Over a decade ago, I know one of our commissioners is from Sri Lanka.
A war without witnesses, as you know, can be terrible, and we are very concerned that what is going on is reported. We are trying very hard to gain access to Ethiopia. We have maintained our relationship with the Ethiopian Human Rights Commission and the Office of the High Commissioner there. We are exchanging communications to try and see if we can work together. But the access, even if it's denied, as you know, in the modern world, through various forms of technology, you can gather information, whether it be remote, through remote technology or through satellites and other videos and other forms of technology. It is possible